Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2017 LEAD Awards. Welcome, give it up, give it up. My name is Kevin Schilling. I'm a senior majoring in history, and I will be your host for tonight's event. On behalf of everyone at the Center for Civic Engagement, Student Involvement, the Associated Students of Washington State University, and the Graduate Professional Students Association, this is the 21st Annual Leadership and Engagement Awards of Distinction, the premier co-curricular awards program honoring student leadership and service at Washington State University. Since 1996, we have had the privilege of serving the university and our president in coordinating this annual program that features the President's Award for Leadership and Service. As a testimony to our belief that civic engagement, service to our fellow students, and service to our local and global communities is leadership, the President's Award came simply to be known as the President's Award for Leadership. In addition to the President's Award for Leadership, this event includes the Gallery of Leadership on the north side of the ballroom, right over there, which highlights student leadership efforts throughout the campus and the community. Before we get to some of the more formal elements of our program, we'd like to invite an individual whose leadership is consistent with the values of Washington State University to give a few opening remarks. ASWSU President Taylor Christensen. And Vice President Kyle Strachilla.
Well, thank you. Oh, here we go. Okay, well, thank you and good evening. And thank you who all attended today's LEAD Awards. It's so sweet to see this room filled with the people who have supported our student leaders the most over the past year. It's crazy to think that exactly a year ago, Kyle and I were standing up here being inducted into our roles as the ASWSU President and Vice President. It really has been the sweetest year for each of us, and we are so thankful about the opportunity we were given to serve the amazing students at Washington State University this last year. Thank you to all the students who voted and entrusted us with the responsibilities of this position. We are forever grateful. I remember right before I came up onto this stage last year, my mom turned to me and said, "So Tay, what are you gonna say?" And I said, "Oh, Mom, I've got this figured out. I'm gonna go off the cuff. I just really wanna make sure I thank my family because you guys and the grandparents and aunts and uncles came down to see me tonight." So, of course, I got up on stage and I forgot everything and I didn't thank my family at all. So I walked back to the table and I was kicking myself. So here we are back for round two. And if I learned one thing in this role, it is to obviously come prepared when you're speaking at events. I can thank Melanie Thornton for that one. So I want to take time to thank the people who are back again this year, helping me celebrate the end of my time in Pullman. And then to my presidency. The people that have been there every step of the way, Mom and Dad, thank you for answering the phone call in the fall of 2015 when I expressed to you my plan to run for ASWSU. Thank you for not saying I was crazy, for staying an extra year. Thank you for saying go for it, just as any Coug mom and dad would. Thank you for being my biggest fans for this entire year. I could not have gone through this position with all the ups and downs without your unwavering support. I am sure there are many parents and family members out there that play a very vital role and similar roles for these students sitting here today. I speak on behalf of all of us students when I say thank you. We literally would be lost without you. It has been really the best year of my life at WSU, and I would do anything to stay here forever. You can ask the students that serve alongside me and my executive staff. I come to the office weepy every day thinking about passing this position off to Jordan and Garrett, and that's only because when you live in a small college town like Pullman for 5 years, it becomes a part of you. So thank you again for joining me on this journey. Kyle and I are thankful for your support.
So in addition to saying thank you, I believe it's appropriate to say congratulations to all the students here tonight and their advisors for another successful year as students in student organizations at Washington State University. And congratulations to all the award winners as well. It's been a pretty successful year for ASWSU, as Taylor and I have been diligently working to fulfill our campaign promises and trying to help the students of Washington State University come together, which was our campaign slogan, which I get to shamelessly plug one final time here. But I think that my favorite part of this whole experience has been getting to interact with the different student leaders throughout various different organizations and just see the passions they have for the works of their organizations and what drives them to be successful and implement change here at Washington State University. It's been a pleasure to see what everyone has been able to accomplish through these organizations, and I think that the students in the room here tonight have put forth the efforts that have really shaped this university into being what it is. So congratulations again, and here's to a wonderful evening.
I would like to invite all the 2016-17 ASWSU senators, committee members, and executives to stand and be recognized for your work this year. I know there's a bunch of you. There we go.
And members of the Judicial Board. They chose not to stay.
It is important that we recognize this wide array of student leaders because I know that we could not have been as successful without your efforts this year. And the next two individuals we would like to invite up will not be successful next year without some of these same organizations. It is my pleasure to invite the incoming ASWSU President-elect Jordan Frost and Vice President-elect Garrett Call to join me on stage. Would the ASWSU Chief Justice Eden Kelshaw join me to administer the oath of office?
It is my honor and pleasure to do this for you tonight. As two of my closest friends, I cannot tell you how proud I am of you. I'm sorry. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly affirm. That I will faithfully execute the duties of my office. That I will act with integrity, respect, and dignity. And will to the best of my ability. Preserve, protect, and defend. The Constitution of the Associated Students of Washington State University.
The Constitution of the Associated Students of Washington State University.
Congratulations.
Mine. Wait, no. It's okay. Before I start saying any formal remarks, I just want to say thank you to my RAD, Dustin Cooper, and his partner, Joe Delpar, as well as Matthias McFarland, and then my hero, my support, literally everything in my life, my mother, Ina Robinson, who's here tonight. So thank you. Good evening. My name is Jordan Frost, and this is Garrett Call. And we are excited to be serving as the new ASWSU President and Vice President. The Associated Students of Washington State University is an organization committed to being a resource and advocate for all students at Washington State University. We pride ourselves on over 100 years of outstanding student leadership here at the Pullman campus and are proud of our history of making WSU a better place for all students. ASWSU is comprised of leaders from all across campus that reflect the amazing diversity of color, background, and ideas that we as students get to enjoy every single day. Student leadership is a powerful vehicle for change, and we have seen the results of that this school year. Student voice played a large role in securing early funds from the state legislature for improvements to State Route 26. And student voice also put free feminine hygiene products in some of our most frequented buildings on campus. We are so happy to attend a university where students are valued and can make a huge impact. In fact, that is exactly what tonight is about. Celebrating all of the amazing leaders at our university who spend hours and hours working to make our university the best place it can be. We are truly honored to be amongst so many intelligent, passionate, and talented students. Congratulations to all of the President's Leadership Award winners. We are so proud of you. Thank you.
Yes, just to echo off of Jordan's remarks, this is such a great evening that we're all able to be together to celebrate the success of so many great accomplishments and so many great leaders on our campus, as well as all the people who make it happen. So thank you all for being here tonight. We're so excited, especially for all of you. Congratulations. To those of you graduating, thank you so much for everything that you left here at WSU. Your legacy will move forward, and Jordan and I are just really looking forward to serving you the best we can. Go Cougs!
Congratulations again on your recent election to serve our students on the Pullman campus, you two. It is my pleasure to introduce to the stage the president of the GPSA, Dr. Melanie Thornton.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm still getting used to being called doctor. Good evening. My name is Melanie Thornton. I'm the current GPSA president, and I just defended my PhD a few weeks ago. The Graduate and Professional Student Association set precedent for graduate and professional student scholarship, professional development, civic engagement, and leadership. The organization is comprised of high-quality students who make it their mission to change the state of the university and our community, making it a more diverse, accepting, and tolerant place to live in. I've had the honor and privilege of serving the graduate and professional student community for the past 2 years, where we have focused on enriching the graduate and professional student experience. We have done this in 3 ways. The first is advocacy. We listen to student needs and mobilize around important issues, including advocating for continued healthcare coverage for graduate students on assistantship. The second is support. With over 5 grant and award programs and about 30 workshops with the Professional Development Initiative, we encourage leadership, research, professional travel, teaching, and more. The last is unity, which we create through hosting several social, well-being, professional development events throughout our entire year. This wouldn't be possible without our directors and senators who dedicate their valuable time and are passionate to serve the graduate professional student community at WSU. We are here today to recognize excellence in leadership, engagement, and service. Each leader has made their mark by transforming the student experience, creating safer communities, and providing pathways for future leaders to get involved and give back to the WSU community. You are all leaders. You are part of the WSU community fabric, and I am so happy to be here today celebrating all the President's Awards for Leadership recipients. Congratulations and go Cougs. It is my pleasure to invite the incoming President-elect Shane Reynolds and Vice President-elect Amir Gilmore to the stage. President-elect Reynolds and Vice President-elect Gilmore, please raise your right hands and repeat each phrase after me to take the oath of office as the 2017-2018 Graduate and Professional Student Association Executive Officers. I state your name.
I, Shane Reynolds,
I, Amir Gilmore,
Do solemnly affirm
do solemnly affirm
that I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
that I will faithfully execute the duties of my office
and will, to the best of my ability,
and will, to the best of my ability,
preserve, protect, and defend
preserve, protect, and defend
the Constitution of the Graduate and Professional Student Association.
the Constitution of the Graduate and Professional Student Association.
Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Shane Reynolds, and I am a PhD candidate in chemical engineering and the president-elect for the Graduate and Professional Student Association for the coming year. Amir Gilmore, the vice president-elect and a PhD student in education, also joins me tonight. The bedrock of GPSA are the students who, through their service, positively influence the community and the university. The efforts of these students have developed one of the most functional and professional organizations in the nation and stand as a shining example of what graduate and professional student organizations can be. GPSA is committed to working with the community and university partners to give students the best experience possible. Partners like President Schultz, the Graduate School, ASWSU, the Pullman City Council, the Health and Wellness Center, and the Children's Center. The opportunities for social, academic, professional growth for the graduate and professional students have been incredible, and GPSA is enthusiastic about maintaining these relationships and building new ones. It is an honor and a thrill to stand before you as the GPSA President-elect, and I welcome the opportunity to meet the high bar that has already been set for this position. However, tonight is about honoring graduate and professional students that have already demonstrated their excellence and their leadership. These students will go on to shape the world that is just ahead of them, and we will be here to support them along the way. Congratulations, President's Leadership Award winners. You are and will continue to be the pride of Washington State University. Go Cougs. Thank you.
One more thing before the next introduction. This is also being streamed online, youtube.com/WSU-CCE for those who might be having people at home. But I would like to next welcome to the stage a nationally recognized and respected leader in higher education. Kirk Scholes became the 11th president of Washington State University and a tenured professor in the Jean and Linda Voiland College of Chemical Engineering and Bioengineering on June 13th, 2016. He previously served 7 years as president of Kansas State University, where he guided KSU to significant achievements in research, enrollment, and fundraising. President Scholes is now guiding Washington State University's transformation into one of the nation's top public research universities. To achieve the goal, President Scholes has prioritized the university's exceptional research and innovation that addresses the world's challenges and enhances efforts to provide students with a truly transformative educational experience. In the fall, WSU launched the Drive to 25, an institutional commitment to achieving recognized status as one of the nation's top 25 public research universities by 2030. During the year he has led WSU, President Scholes has led a review of our conduct process to ensure fairness for all students, has assisted in the accreditation of the Elson S. Floyd Medical School, which will welcome its inaugural class in the fall of 2017. He has made key hires within the vice president level, and he meets regularly with faculty, staff, students, alumni, and other members of the Cougar family across the state and beyond as he partners with others to build upon the university's recent successes. Prior to his appointment at KSU, President Scholes served in a variety of administrative roles during 9 years at Mississippi State University. He was dean of the James Worth Bagley College of Engineering from 2005 to 2007, and director of the Dave Swam School of Chemical Engineering from 2001 to 2004. He also served on the faculty at Michigan Technological University and the University of North Dakota. He has also served in a variety of roles on boards, including the NCAA Board of Governors, the Greater Manhattan Community Foundation, the Kansas Bioscience Authority, and the Accreditation Board of Engineering and Technology. President Scholes earned his undergraduate and doctoral degrees in chemical engineering at Virginia Tech. He is married to Dr. Noel Scholes, who is a professor in the Voiland College of Engineering and Architecture. She was previously the Associate Dean for Research and Graduate Programs at the Kansas State University College of Engineering and the Paisley Professor of Electrical Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome WSU President Kirk Scholes.
Well, thank you for that introduction. I rather normally like really short introductions. It sounds like I can't keep a job when you sort of listen to most of that. But to begin my remarks, I think the first thing I'd like to do is say, go Cougs. Okay, we need a little bit better level of involvement. The people in the back are still eating, so let's try one more time. Go Cougs. Go Cougs. Great. And so for all those UW folks out there are wondering why people are shouting at their computer, watching this on YouTube, that's just all part of our culture here. So go Cougs. Okay, come on. Work with me a little bit. So, well, a couple things. One, it's an honor to be here tonight, and it's an honor to participate in recognizing that awesome leadership that we have at Washington State University at the undergraduate and graduate level. And I think as we go through the evening and we have an opportunity to see these different awards and to recognize excellence, I hope that for those of you who aren't being recognized tonight, you appreciate the ability to work with these folks, to aspire to be up here, and to aspire to keep moving Washington State forward to bigger and better things. When we talk about the drive to 25, our goal to be one of the top 25 public research universities by the year 2030, what that really talks about is excellence. It's all boats rising. It's making sure that all aspects of a Cougar experience are equally good, whether that's PhD studies, graduate studies, professional studies, undergraduate program. It doesn't make any difference what we do. I want that to be really, really outstanding. Now, one of the challenges that leaders often have is you come into an organization, you want to work with people, you want to help it to grow and strive, is you want to keep the things that are awesome and great about the place that you go to work. But you want to find some of the other things and work with the staff and the people around to say, you know what, we want to take these things that are really good and make them even better. So when we talk about the drive to 25, so often people are like, am I going to fit there? Or is my part of campus going to participate? The answer always is yes. We want to be better. And to be a top 25 public research university, we're going to have some programs in the top 1 or 2 or 5 in the country. We're going to have everything from the humanities to engineering to business to education, veterinary medicine, human medicine, education, you name all those programs. We want them to be great so that an employer, whether that's a university, a laboratory, industry, says if I can hire one person, I want it to be a Coug. That's what the Drive to 25 is about. Now tonight, we recognize leadership. And it wouldn't be a complete set of remarks if I didn't give some reflections of my own about leadership as we honor great leaders this evening. And there's really about 5 things that I would like to do. And these will be the types of things you've heard many times, but I think they bear repeating. The first is, remember, leadership is a team sport. And you've heard this many, many times. There's almost no leadership talk or presentation that doesn't talk about that. But we can talk about great leaders, but so often if we look at what we accomplish as a university, it's not the president, it's the president plus the leadership team that's around here, student leaders, vice presidents, and other folks on campus. Leadership truly is a team activity, and I want us to remember not individuals, but groups of individuals that have come together, and the sum is greater than the individual parts. That's part of, I think, one of the things that makes leadership challenging and really enjoyable. Second, leadership is an active sport. Leadership is not something that you can do passively. You can't stand on the sidelines and kind of watch it and read and do all that stuff and hope to be a great leader. If you talk to people who've done lots of leadership positions and opportunities across their careers, guess what? You find that people jumped in, and not every leadership thing that those individuals did was successful. You learn, you kept doing it, you got back up, you started again, and you find out that you develop a set of skills as you move ahead. So just remember, it's an active sport. Get in there, get a little bit messy. Sometimes everything's not going to work, but remember that you can learn from those experiences and make sure that the second time you encounter something like that you handle it in a different way. I think use the golden rule in leadership. Now, the golden rule is not from one of my favorite Disney movies, Aladdin. The golden rule is whoever has the gold makes the rules. That is not the one I'm referring to, but to treat others as you would like to be treated. And so often in leadership, we want to worry about all this fancy stuff. And a lot of times as a leader, if you've got to give somebody bad news or something's not going well, how would you like that information to be delivered to you? Do you want it in a text message? Do you want somebody to sit down? Think carefully through how you'd like to be treated yourself. And if you do that as a leader, whether it's in a small group of 4 or 5 people or leading a university with 30,000 students, the same thing always applies. Think about how you would like to be treated yourself. The other thing, I think, if you put all this together, is leadership is a continuous journey, and you've always got to be thinking and learning and challenging yourself as a leader to get better. So I like to read different leadership books, and I try and do about one a year. And I have certain ones that I really like, but I recently started the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John C. Maxwell. This is a book that's been around a while. And it's not that by reading that, all of a sudden I'm going to come in the next day and say, you know what, I'm going to do everything differently. But it challenges my thinking. It asks me, and it makes me ask myself, am I continuing down that progression? Am I learning? Am I getting better? So I don't think it's always important exactly what the book is or what the resource is, but that you're asking yourself and building and changing all times. And then finally, as those of you who are leaving our community, that you're going out to do great things, whether it's graduate school or the business or wherever, one of the things that Noel and I learned as we move around the country, engage in the communities where you live. We went to Virginia Tech and wound up moving to North Dakota as our first job. And it was amazing when we talked to folks who would move places outside of where they grew up, and they go, oh, we just don't like this area, we're not accepted, people don't like us, we don't fit in. And you'd say, well, tell me what you're doing in the community. Well, we're at home and we go out to eat and I go to work. If you go, no matter where you are, and you dive into the community, you figure out places to volunteer, you figure out things to do, all of a sudden you'll find that it warms up and things feel a little bit better. They feel a little bit differently. And so no matter what you do, no matter where you're going, whether it's abroad or here in the U.S., make sure that when you move somewhere that you stay involved and engaged as a leader, and it'll be amazing the types of things that happen. So today, congratulations to all of these folks that are recognized. It's great. One of the things that Noel and I and some of the other vice presidents get to do is work with so many of you over the course of the year. One of the positive changes I've seen in my career in public higher education is today, almost every university, the president of the university, the vice presidents work hand in hand with student leaders. And when I sort of see these protests that occur at other places around the country, and you start reading and you find out, well, the president of the student body meets with the president of the university once a year, that's just not how we do things at WSU, and that's not the way we should do things, I think, as a whole. That a positive engagement, that working together, that's how we're going to take us on our journey to the Drive to 25. So folks, thank you so much. It's great to be here tonight. Congratulations to all of you. Look forward to standing there being presidential, taking my picture with you. And always, the right way to end, and you know what's coming here, go Cougs. Thank you.
Again, thank you, President Scholes, for joining us tonight and also for your thoughts here at leadership at WSU. As you heard earlier this evening, we will be recognizing a variety of outstanding individuals and organizations within the WSU community with the President's Award for Leadership. But before we recognize this year's awardees, we know that we have some of the distinguished past winners with us to celebrate our new inductees. If you are a past recipient of the President's Award, would you please stand and be acknowledged? Anyone here? There we go. We're honored to have you all here tonight. President Scholes, would you please join us near the front of the stage to help us with the awards there? You got a little star on the ground. Before announcing the individual student award winners, we will present awards to faculty and staff, community partners, and student groups. Although we're asking for one representative of groups and organizations to accept the award, we would like to get pictures of the entire groups after the event, so please stick around if you're a part of those groups. Just have one of your representatives, and then we'll have the rest at the end. Please welcome Ben Calabretta, the Associate Director of the Center of Civic Engagement, to recognize our faculty and staff recipients.
Hi, thanks. So before we get into honoring our faculty and staff, I would like to recognize and introduce a special guest in our audience this evening. Jennifer Hine is the Executive Director of Washington Campus Compact, an organization dedicated to civic engagement of college students across the state. WSU has been a member of Washington Campus Compact for 25 years, and it has been instrumental in the development of the Center for Civic Engagement. So Jennifer, please stand so we can welcome you to WSU. Okay, so our faculty and staff honorees this evening represent distinct ways in which mentors and leaders within the university community challenge students to grow, become more culturally competent, and find their leadership capabilities. Many of our student recipients tonight have reached their potential due to the support and guidance of our faculty and staff honorees. Our first recipient tonight is Dr. Deborah Ann Crystal, an assistant professor in the Department of Apparel, Merchandising, Design, and Textiles. Dr. Crystal leads an interdisciplinary research team and works with the university to promote diversity in the classroom. According to one of her students, Dr. Crystal engages students in projects involving sustainability in apparel, the effects of apparel globally, and most importantly, shows an example of being a good person to those around you. Dr. Crystal is also one of the first members of the Community Engagement Faculty Fellows Program. So congratulations, Dr. Crystal. Our next awardee is Andrew Hua, a residential education director for Stevenson South. Andrew acts as a true leader by tirelessly offering his time outside of office hours, effortlessly creating opportunities to hear about campus programs, and never failing to be professional in seemingly formidable situations. One supporter writes, "From events on campus to the emails from a myriad of staff, Andrew never fails at giving opportunities to collaborate or engage." Congratulations, Andrew. Nicholas is our next recipient, the Assistant Director for the Center for Fraternity and Sorority Life. Nicholas Hudson works closely with his students and is constantly fighting for more support that will benefit the Greek and multicultural Greek communities. One of his students writes, "Throughout his busy schedule as staff at our university, involvement within his fraternity, being a father, and his several roles, Nick always makes himself available to assist and support his students." Congratulations, Nicholas. Our final awardee is Dr. Marwa Sanad, a research associate at the Institute of Biological Chemistry. In a letter of support, one wrote, "Dr. Sanad has arranged with Arab families to host more than 60 students from the College of Education as part of their research over 2 semesters. Dr. Sanad continues to host follow-up conversations about the cross-cultural elements of academic analysis and collaborative research with students." Congratulations, Dr. Sanad. Now, please welcome Tiffany Braun, the Assistant Director of the Center for Civic Engagement, to present the Community Partner recipients.
As a land-grant institution, Washington State University has a long-standing commitment to the communities in this state. And each year, hundreds of community organizations work with WSU students, faculty, and staff to improve the world around us. The following 2 community organizations support Washington State University through their outstanding contributions to the WSU student experience, providing opportunities for engagement with local area seniors and individuals with diverse abilities. Our first community organization receiving an award tonight is Boost Collaborative, a nonprofit organization whose mission is to engage individuals with diverse abilities and special needs in order to promote full participation in community life. In a letter of support, one student wrote, "Boost Collaborative has helped WSU students to become active citizens who promote positive change by exposing them to new ideas and issues that they may have never considered before. Students are challenged to step outside of their comfort zone. Accepting on behalf of Boost Collaborative, is Teresa Driver, the Employment Support Services Director. Please give them another round. She was super speedy. Our second community organization is the Pullman Community Council on Aging, an organization dedicated to enhance the quality of life for Pullman seniors. Through spending time with seniors, students learn how to communicate with people who are not part of their peer group. In a letter of support, one student wrote, "Students get a new look on how something simple, such as time, can affect a person's whole day or even more. It is a special and unforgettable experience." Accepting on behalf of the Pullman Community Council on Aging is Scott Howlett, Chair, and Christina Umbright, the coordinator of the Senior Chore Program. Thank you. Please come up. Congratulations to our amazing community partners. I would like to now introduce Evelyn Martinez, Student Involvement Registered Student Organization Community Advisor, to the stage to present our student organization winners.
Thank you. Through group membership and participation, WSU students lead to effect positive change. Group leadership can amplify the efforts of individuals and create significant collective impact. Student organizations recognized by the President's Award for Leadership exemplify the notion that we can accomplish more together than we can alone. Our first organization receiving an award tonight is Circle K International, which serves the WSU and Pullman communities to give back to the people, places, and animals in need. CKI strives to serve our community through a diverse amount of projects throughout the year. This organization provides an environment for WSU students to grow, both as community servants and as leaders. During the winter, CKI made cold weather kits filled with hand warmers, tissues, hot chocolate, chapstick, and donated them to WSU Transportation Services. Congratulations to Circle K International. The Immunology and Infectious Diseases Graduate Student Association is our next recipient and provides a platform to enrich social and academic interaction of the graduate students of veterinary and animal health programs. Prior to IID-GSA, students were quite disconnected from their peers. This organization strives to create a supportive community through generating academic, social, and emotional support to benefit all members. A member of the organization wrote, "We owe this achievement to our redirected focus on helping student first." IID-GSA couldn't be with us this evening, but congratulations to them on this award. They are here. Sorry about that. Our next recipient is the Professional Pharmacy Student Organization. This organization provides a unified voice of the pharmacy student body by promoting teamwork amongst all disciplines within the pharmacy profession. In a letter of support, one wrote, "PPSO encompasses all of these values that highlight the unique Pharmally community that we have embodied here at WSU." Congratulations to the Professional Pharmacy Student Organization. Our final organization receiving an award tonight is the United Greek Council, which has developed a theme of celebrating our identity. All programs and events they provide are centered around this theme. According to one letter of recommendation, UGC fosters an environment where organizations can work together to reach a common goal while feeling empowered to address the community needs. Congratulations to the United Greek Council. And congratulations to each of these student organizations and the amazing work that you all have been doing. It's really been an honor to work with you so far. This year, an elite class of 48 graduate and undergraduate students have been selected for their exemplary leadership and service to the university and its surrounding communities. Involvement that is congruent with the university values of inquiry and innovation, character, teamwork, and diversity. To present our Graduate Student Award winners, please welcome Jillian Morrison, Director of Grants and Scholarships for GPSA.
Graduate and professional students come to WSU from all over the nation and world to participate in our cutting-edge, world-class research. Graduate students must be ambitious, talented leaders to pursue a degree at WSU, and these 4 students have gone above and beyond the already high expectations for graduate students to create a lasting change in our community and lead their peers in a variety of ways. Our first recipient, who is unable to be with us today, is a graduate student in the Department of Speech and Hearing Sciences. One wrote in a letter of support, Megan's goal is to become a nationally certified speech-language pathologist to ensure individuals with communication disorders in Native American communities receive high-quality, culturally responsive services. Additionally, Megan Brendel has taken a leadership role in the Nahashini Health Sciences Institute and the Sleepover Sciences Camp. Congratulations, Megan. Our next awardee, Kakali, is studying communications and serves as a senator for the Graduate and Professional Student Association. In a letter of support, one wrote, Kakali is making a positive impact in the academic, cultural, and social support for students we serve through the Office of Multicultural Student Services. Additionally, Kakali Chakrabarti serves as a member of the President's Task Force on the Student Conduct Board. Congratulations, Kakali. Yu Chung, our next awardee, is a graduate student in the Boylan College of Engineering and Architecture. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, Yu Chung leads by example and works to improve himself. His friends, students, co-workers, and the next generation of STEM professionals. Additionally, Yu Chung Chang was a member of the Materials Advantage and WSU Aerospace Clubs. Congratulations, Yu Chung. Our next awardee, Suresh, is a PhD candidate in the horticulture program and is investigating the use of biodegradable plastic mulch for vegetable production. In a letter of support, one wrote, Suresh is a capable young researcher with a strong interest in extension and will contribute meaningfully to the sustainable vegetable production in the Pacific Northwest and worldwide. Suresh Gimor is the leading graduate student working on the long-term biodegradable mulch field experiment. Congratulations, Suresh. James, our next awardee, is a graduate student in the College of Pharmacy. In a letter of support, one wrote, James serves as the chapter president of the American Pharmacists Association Academy of Student Pharmacists. James ranks in the top 5 student leaders I have ever worked with. Additionally, James Kent works with the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the Spokane AIDS Network, and the East Central Community Center. Congratulations, James. And then our next awardee, Melanie, pursued a PhD in Environmental and Natural Resource Sciences. Melanie is the president of the Graduate and Professional Student Association. In a letter of support, one wrote, Ms. Thornton's impact on the student experience at WSU makes her an invaluable resource to GPSA, this university, and also the Pullman community. She is the most effective GPSA executive I have had the pleasure of working with. Melanie Thornton has a passion to empower others to create change and demand equity of service and opportunity. Congratulations, Melanie. Our final graduate recipient, Brittany. She is earning her PhD in political science and serves as the vice president of the Graduate and Professional Student Association. In a letter of support, one wrote, Brittany brings professionalism, maturity, and creativity every single day. She represents all Cougs, not just graduate students. She has the ability of pushing towards continual progress while genuinely connecting with everyone throughout the process. Brittany Wood created the first ever GPSA handbook and organized the first ever senator orientation. Congratulations, Brittany. Please join me one more time to recognize the graduate student recipients of the 2017 President's Award for Leadership. To present our undergraduate students recipients of the President's Award for Leadership, please welcome Rudy Trejo, the Associate Director of Student Involvement, and Erin McLaurat, Marketing and Communication Coordinator for the Center for Civic Engagement.
I've been standing up all night. I don't know how President Scholz does it, those knees, man. You got a knee brace. Well, good evening. Today, we get the privilege of recognizing amazing undergraduate students from all walks of the co-curricular sphere. These student leaders exemplify the highest qualities of Washington State University and student leadership. They have been involved in many endeavors, yet they all share the same passion, dedication, and spirit, that of cultivating a dynamic campus environment, one that is truly special and one that is truly unique. Both Aaron and I are honored to present these amazing Cougs to you today. With that, let us begin.
Alexandra, our first undergraduate awardee, is majoring in psychology and represents the Center for Civic Engagement in the highest capacity. In a letter of support, one wrote, Alexandra Anderson is uniquely resourceful, confident, and adaptive. She views service learning as a reciprocal experience where she is learning about herself and assisting students in their own development. Congratulations, Alexandra.
Madison is our next awardee and is studying biology with a specialization in evolutionary biology and ecology. One wrote in a letter of recommendation, quote, Madison positively contributes to classroom discussions and skillfully invites her quieter peers into the conversation. Madison Armstrong takes command of the academic, leadership, and service opportunities available. Congratulations, Madison.
Brian is an operations management and finance major and serves as the chairman of the Students Book Corporation. In a letter of support, one wrote, Brian Bickle is a self-motivated individual who is able to see the big picture. He is warm and approachable and able to manage multiple tasks at one time. Congratulations, Brian.
I think that photo is an example of multitasking at its finest. Well done, Brian. Well done. Samantha is a criminal justice major. In a letter of support, one wrote, quote, Samantha's service to the discipline of criminal justice, WSU, and the Pullman community reflects a high level of integrity, character, and excellence. Samantha Bill allows others to shine and certainly leads by example. Any tasks that she's involved in are carefully thought out and executed. Congratulations, Samantha Bill.
Our next awardee, Mackenzie, is majoring in strategic communication and public relations. She has showed exceptional leadership through her role as an assistant hall director at McEachern Residence Hall. In a letter of support, one wrote, Mackenzie Britton has guided fellow Cougs throughout their journey, making them welcome in the Pullman community. She consistently puts the needs of others above herself and truly finds her own happiness from the joy she gives to others. Congratulations, Mackenzie.
You ready? Taisha, our next awardee, is a general studies student representing ASWSU Hall Government and has been a mentor in the multicultural student services. In a letter of support, one said, quote, along with her undeniable talent, Taisha Brownell has been an absolute joy to work with. She is a true team player and fosters positive discussions to bring the best out of people she surrounds herself with. Congratulations, Taisha.
Our next awardee, Paige, studies economics and political science and serves as the Director of Legislative Affairs for ASWSU. In a letter of support, one wrote, Paige's strongest motivation is knowing that her work is impacting all students who attend WSU. She shows maturity beyond her years and represents humility that reflects her roots. Paige Campbell is serving as ASWSU's student lobbyist in Olympia.
Taylor Christensen is our next awardee and doesn't have to walk too far. As a double major in business marketing and human resource management with a global leadership certificate, Taylor serves as ASWSU President. In a letter of support, one wrote, quote, Taylor Christensen has advocated for students during tumultuous and challenging times and has been an influential voice with university administrators. She brings enthusiasm and great energy every day. Congratulations, President Taylor Christensen.
Jordana, our next awardee, is majoring in biology. In a letter of recommendation, one said, Jordana demonstrates excellent knowledge of basic and applied exercise physiology. She's extremely well organized and has consistently demonstrated an impressive work ethic. Jordana Damon is the founder and president of the Undergraduate Research Club at WSU and co-chair of the WSU Broadening Participation in Computing Club. Congratulations.
Our next awardee, Chichoki, is majoring in pre-pharmacy and serves as the president for the Black Student Union. In a letter of support, one wrote, quote, Chichoki is incredibly efficient, organized, and reliable. She is able to delegate tasks, share innovative ideas, and connects with students from any background or organization. Chichoki Amika also serves as a student mentor for the Multicultural Student Services and works with Intercollegiate Athletics Group Cougs, Guys, and Gals. Congratulations, Chichoki.
Our next recipient, Kyla, is majoring in journalism and media production. In a letter of support, one wrote, Kyla is a model student, a standing definition of what WSU is. She is one of the greatest, most inspirational human beings on this campus. She is kind, compassionate, intelligent, and witty. Kyla Emmy also volunteers for the Special Olympics and is a member of the Resonate Church community. Congratulations.
Our next awardee, Mark, is majoring in secondary education and history. In a letter of support, one wrote, quote, a highlight and testament of Mark Figueroa's leadership abilities is when he organized and led an emergency student rally on the Glen Terrell Mall for the missing 43 college students from Mexico. This is just one example of Mark's willingness to bring light of the important issues and being a supporter of students' rights from around the world. Congratulations, Mark.
Taylor is our next presidential awardee majoring in communications. In a letter of support, one said, Taylor's warm personality creates an environment that encourages others to utilize their strengths, discover their potential, and explore their values as the foundation for developing principled philosophies to live by. Additionally, Taylor Gale serves as the head lifeguard with University Recreation, interns with WSU Athletics, and with international programs as a peer global learning advisor. Congratulations.
Next, we award Greg Gallegos, majoring in psychology and serves as the president of the men's club volleyball team. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, quote, students like Greg make a difference in sustaining the level of leadership and enthusiasm needed in our student community for the future. He understands that being a leader is a critical process, and making an impact first starts with him. Greg works as an assistant intern to the Pacific Intercollegiate Volleyball Association. Congratulations, Greg.
Alyssa, our next awardee, is a student in the kinesiology program. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, I found Alyssa to be an enthusiastic learner who always exhibited the qualities I presume to be conjoined with successful academics. She is a fine instructor who committed the time and effort to engage students. Additionally, Alyssa Griffin is an assistant hall director for Regents Hall. Congratulations.
Emily is our next recipient, a strategic communications major with an emphasis in public relations and minor in hospitality business management. One wrote in a letter of support, quote, Emily has demonstrated the kind of intellect, integrity, and work ethic necessary for a high level of achievement in college and beyond. She is always putting the needs of students above herself. Additionally, she serves as an apartment coordinator for Residence Life and currently serves as the ASWSU Director of Community Affairs. Congratulations.
Our next awardee, Joseph, studies bioengineering. In a letter of support, one wrote, beyond his research and outside of the classroom projects, Joseph always provides a positive attitude to everything he does. His interactions with others provide ample evidence of his leadership and ability to empower others. Joseph Hall has consistently showed strong engagement and a learning attitude through the entirety of his time as a supervisor of the climbing wall at UREC. Congratulations.
Jesus Hernandez, our next awardee, majors in international business and serves as the Vice President of Finance and Administration for the United Greek Council. In a letter of support, one wrote, quote, Jesus has worked towards a more inclusive and equitable community out of a deep desire to build a world that is accepting of all. Jesus Hernandez will continue to make a larger impact on the greater Latinx and student affairs community for years to come. Congratulations, Jesus Hernandez.
Our next awardee, Brennan, an agricultural biotechnology student who serves as the chair of the Compton Union Board Advisory Board. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, "Brennan is a dedicated student and works diligently to accomplish his academics and always rises to the occasion. As a leader, he models being a student first to his peers." Brennan Hayden serves 2 terms as the National Communications Coordinator for WSU's Residence Hall Association and RHA's Interim Executive President. Congratulations.
Kelsey is our next awardee, who is double majoring in communications and sports management. In a letter of support, one wrote, quote, "Through Kelsey's journalism and leadership, she continues to pursue and raise awareness around human rights, particularly women's rights. She has taught me a lot about pursuing your dreams, no matter what." Among other possessions, Kelsey Jones is also an executive member of the Pre-Law Society, serves on the ASWSU Cougar Lobby team, and as the Pullman chapter director of the Southern Poverty Law Center. Congratulations, Kelsey Jones.
Eden, our next awardee, majors in pre-law, international politics, foreign policy, and ethics. Eden serves as the Chief Justice of ASWSU's Judicial Board. In a letter of support, one wrote, "She is a diligent student with spectacular analytical skills. She is goal-oriented and reliable." Eden is compassionate and witty, and she will be a positive force in both the legal field and in the community. Eden Keelshaw also works as an intern for the peer mentoring program at the WSU Pre-Law Center. Congratulations.
Danielle, our next recipient, is a human development and criminal justice major. In a letter of support, one wrote, quote, "Danielle is a natural-born leader, and her engagement both on and off campus is admirable. Her hunger for positive change is inspiring to her peers. Danielle is hardworking and consistently shows up, even when she does not have to. Danielle Ledesma serves as a tutor mentor with camp, is a member of Lambda Theta Alpha Latin sorority, a staff member for the Cash Conference, and Gear Up. Congratulations, Danielle Ledesma.
Our next awardee, Sierra, is double majoring in communication and French. In a letter of support, one wrote, "Sierra is a leader in any capacity within the organization. Sierra truly understands that leadership is not positional and that anyone is capable of making positive change." Sierra Lewis is a peer mentor with the Center for Civic Engagement and represented students at the Coug Day at the Capitol event this year. Congratulations.
Ricardo, our next awardee, is a sociology major and serves as the president of the United Greek Council. In a letter of support, one wrote, quote, "Ricardo Luna's ability to facilitate large-scale projects combined with his passion, motivation, and determination is something you see in true visionaries. Innovative leaders today share similar characteristics, those being commitment, openness, honesty, respect, and courage. These are the same values I see in Ricardo, and he is destined to go far. Congratulations, President Ricardo Luna."
Our next awardee, Colleen, studies accounting. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, "Colleen's dedication, work ethic, and values contributed to her being one of the most productive members of the branch." Colleen McMahon also serves as a member of University Parking and Transportation Task Force and Transit Advisory Group, where she works to advocate for transportation and parking issues directly affecting students. Congratulations.
Our next awardee, Julie, is a psychology major. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, quote, "Julie is a key member of our ambassador team because of her attention to detail and vast knowledge of our school. She is always willing to learn and grow so that she can be a better version of herself and better assist those whom she interacts with as a student leader. Julie Mercado takes pride in her work and the people she surrounds herself with. Congratulations, Julie, on your President's Award."
Our next awardee, Mariani, is a psychology major. One wrote in a letter of support, Mariani is ambitious, driven, and has actively supported and motivated the members of WSU's multicultural and undocumented community. She is resourceful in connecting professionals in the community and leveraging resources and networks to help others. Additionally, Mariani Morales has been involved through her church, Interact, and with the HERO program. Congratulations.
Our next recipient, Erica, is an apparel merchandising and textiles major and serves as the Vice President of Programming for the United Greek Council. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, quote, Erica's selfless acts exemplify the memory and legacy of social justice advocates who came before her and those who continue in the struggle to build a more just and equitable society. Erica Nonan exemplifies what a student affairs professional should be. Congratulations to Erica.
Our next awardee, Alyssa, is a civil engineering student and the president of the Society of Women Engineers. In a letter of support, Alyssa works to empower others and is committed to tackle important and complex issues that are at the forefront of a sustainable future for our children and their children. Alyssa Norris has served as a mentor program coordinator and has been integral with planning the Kids Science and Engineering Day. Congratulations.
Our next awardee, Gabriella, is an Asian Studies major and serves as the president of the Marketing Club. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, quote, she is not afraid to step into the foreign places, physically, culturally, academically, and develop the admiration of her peers to point where they should lead. Gabriella Oliva serves as a student member in the MSMP and is a member of Chi Sigma Alpha National Sorority Incorporated. Congratulations, Gabriella.
Our next awardee, Kayla, is studying English and Spanish with an endorsement in ESL. One wrote in a letter of recommendation, Kayla Palominos has spoken publicly about her status as an undocumented student. Kayla has been a positive and outspoken advocate for undocumented students. Furthermore, Kayla has been interviewed by local and national press and has worked as an activist to bring awareness about the hardships that undocumented students face on our campus. Congratulations.
Gavin, our next awardee, studies political science, pre-law, and philosophy while serving as president of the Pre-Law Society and Young Democrats. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, quote, Gavin demonstrates his leadership through his ability to problem solve, offer tangible solutions, and effectively lead. Gavin understands that leadership is not about dictating. It's about facilitating and knowing when to step aside. Gavin Pilo willingly carries a responsibility that seems like a burden for others his age, but is willing to tackle and lead. Congratulations, Gavin.
Our next awardee, Garvin, is studying business administration and serves as the ASWSU Senate Pro Tempore and Vice Chair of the Senate Finance Committee previously. In a letter of support, one said, Garvin consistently demonstrates a strong work ethic, creativity in outreach initiatives and event planning, dedication to academic excellence, and ability to balance all his commitments. Garvin Price also served as a resident advisor and student mentor for the Asian American and Pacific Islander Center. Congratulations.
Our next awardee, Alfredo, is majoring in landscape architecture and serves as president of La Emerita de Omete. Yes. One wrote in a letter of support, Alfredo's humble demeanor, his ability to listen to others, and his positive optimism is what made him a successful president. His sincere efforts towards civic responsibility, empowerment of self and others, and collaboration embodies the spirit of the President's Leadership Award. Alfredo Rosas also serves as the Connors Student Ambassador and MECHA co-chair. Congratulations.
Our next awardee, Kevin, is studying history and serves as an ASWSU senator. He is also our MC this evening. In a letter of recommendation, one wrote, Kevin exemplifies the Coug spirit, is friendly, engaged, scholarly, and strives to leave WSU better than he found it. Kevin Schilling serves as the president of the Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Seminar, Washington State Corporate Board, is a board member for the Alternatives to Violence of the Palouse, and hosts a radio show, Spice Up Your Morning, on KZUU 90.7. Congratulations, Kevin.
And yes, Kevin did earn and deserve that award. It was not a prereq. Mackenzie is our next awardee, studying criminal justice and human development. Mackenzie served as a residential advisor, orientation counselor, and is a part of the Cougar Connector staff. One wrote in a letter of support, Mackenzie is dependable and thoughtful. Her passion to work with vulnerable youth is evidenced by her strong performance throughout her studies. Mackenzie also served on the Rural Food Insecurity Project and Prison Debate Project. Congratulations, Mackenzie.
Our next presidential awardee is Kyle, studying economic sciences and agriculture food systems, and serves as the ASWSU vice president. In a letter of support, one wrote, Kyle has displayed competence with all of the qualities surrounding this award. Kyle serves as a consistent voice representing students' needs, all while sharing his passions for his career in agriculture. Among other leadership titles, Kai Strachilla has been named Interfraternity Council Greek Man of the Year. Congratulations.
Ryan, our next awardee, majors in computer engineering and German. One wrote in a letter of support, quote, Ryan is a self-motivated and dedicates his time to designing creativity, high-quality projects that teach materials in memorable ways. He has demonstrated that he is dedicated to serving other students through his mentorship and guidance on campus. Ryan Summers served as president for the RoboSub of the Palouse and has been an exceptional ambassador for the university, working in research and internships in the U.S. and abroad. Unfortunately, Ryan could not join us tonight, but let us congratulate Ryan Summers on his presidential award.
Our next awardee is Kellen, a mechanical engineering major who is experimenting and modeling laser-engineered net shaping. In a letter of support, one wrote, Kellen is a sincere, responsible, respectful undergraduate researcher. Kellen Traxel has volunteered in a number of events such as Cougs and Space Day and the JCATI Innovation Conference. Congratulations.
Terrell is our next awardee, biology major and college success community builder, and the president. One wrote in a letter of recommendation, quote, Terrell leads by example, and all of his work shares the focus of bettering the human condition. His dedication to science education issues and how to solve them is expressed in his desire to know more by doing more. Terrell Ware is a first-generation abroad inaugural cohort member, McNair Scholar, and peer mentor. Congratulations, Terrell, on your award.
Our next awardee, Aaron, is a business management and operations major and serves as an equipment manager for women's basketball. In a letter of support, one wrote, Aaron Weber's superior knowledge and organizational skills make her the consummate multitasker. She has a passionate work ethic, exceptional rapport with student athletes and staff, and takes on all assignments with enthusiasm and dedication. Aaron is a difference maker in the most complimentary of ways. Congratulations.
We have the pleasure of awarding our final President's Award to Maria Yepes. Maria studies business management and human resources and serves as the WSU Tri-Cities Dreamers Vice President. One wrote in a letter of support, quote, "Maria is trustworthy, hardworking, and will be there for you no matter what. She is well respected amongst her peers because she leads with an unshakable faith and is true to herself." Congratulations, Maria, on your Presidential Award. Let us one more time congratulate our 2017 Presidential Award winners.
For our final presentation of the evening, we're honored to be part of this presentation for the Virginia E. Thomas Endowed Scholarship for Leadership Coaching and Mentoring. To help us in making this presentation, we would like to invite an individual who has been instrumental in both continuing the messages of leadership, first shared by Virginia, and in creating this award in Virginia's memory. Initially coming to WSU because college visitations were excused absences, Kelly Brantner found everything she wanted in a college at Washington State University. Kelly received a WSU degree in business with an emphasis in marketing in 1996 and earned her MBA in 1997. Kelly worked for the Cub in student involvement for 9 years and ran the President's Award for Leadership, a favorite event then and now because it reveals the amazing things WSU students accomplish in their time here. She now works for the WSU Alumni Association as the Director for Membership and Marketing. Please welcome Kelly Brantner, Director of Marketing and Membership for the WSU Alumni Association.
Well, I've had the absolute extreme honor of getting to present this award several times, in honor of my friend Virginia and that legacy, and to remind my Cougar family everything that she meant to this campus. But I had it all wrong. I tried to showcase her accomplishments. She was the founding director of what's now student involvement. She was the ASWSU advisor. I think she had some part in advising almost every single one of the 220 recognized student organizations at the time. I tried to make sure that I explained her values: excellence, integrity, character, service. I tried desperately to make sure that the Cougs that weren't lucky enough to know her could understand how important she was to WSU. I tried to read a speech word for carefully chosen word, and if you know me, I don't read speeches. And I'd cry every time. I still might today. But again, I had it all wrong. Virginia's so important to me, and she's so important to so many people. Those people around her wanted to be a better person because she inspired them to do that. What I realize now, that inspiring awesomeness, something that seemed to come effortlessly to her, is a much better use of this time that I'm allowed. You all are already pretty stinking awesome. You've done some great things. We're proud of you. But what we want you to know is it's just the beginning, and we expect you to accomplish more. We know you can. While I may not be as eloquent as Virginia, I've been given this opportunity to honor one individual with a scholarship that the committee believes embodies the legacy of Virginia, but to also try and inspire those other Cougs too. What I've realized, in Virginia, you still continue to teach me new lessons. I want to honor this evening the spirit of Virginia that's in all Cougs, even those that never met her. To those that carry on this legacy of excellence, one more time. To those that carry on this legacy of excellence, that still bring amazing things to the programs that she created, thank you so much. The students that are honored here tonight, my amazing friend Brian Sheffield that continues to make student involvement amazing. Cougs were paying it forward before it was popular to do that, and they're gonna keep on doing that. And so this opportunity gives me just a quick minute to give you the top 5 lessons. I'm glad that President Schultz chose 5, I did too, feeling good about that. She taught me so much, but I'm gonna give you just the top 5. Number 1, family matters. Treat them like they do, but take a broad definition of family. Include your Cougar family. Do the right thing, even when it's hard, even when you don't think anyone will notice, you'll sleep better at night. Okay, you might not always sleep better at night, but it'll still be worth it. Number 3, integrity matters. Enough said. And number 4, do great things. Dream big. President Schultz said it. You're gonna screw up along the way. That's okay. Don't play it safe just because you don't wanna make a mistake. Be awesome, find your passion, make a difference. And the last one, find a mentor. Who in this room would say they already have a mentor? Okay, decent percentage, let's work on that. Find someone that passionately believes in you, that you respect, that you want to make proud. One that will call you out when it'll be needed, because it will be needed. And to quote the recipient that I'm about to name with the award, you need people who genuinely want to invest in your success. So go to great lengths to find that person, and when you do, treat them like family. So the last thing before I announce the recipient, I want to share just a few words that Virginia wrote to us as she was reflecting. So what have I learned? That it absolutely matters how you live your life, that no action is trivial. We can demonstrate our love and care in the smallest of acts. And the accumulation of those small acts results in a lifetime of respect, admiration, dedication, and love that we never have enough time to spend with the ones that we love. That we indeed hand down many things to future generations, and it's up to us to make sure people know our story. Our greatest gift to those we love is meaning and context and understanding. To those who come after us will want to know who we are, why we live the way we did, and what our passions were. So the Virginia E. Thomas Endowed Scholarship honors a legacy of excellence, integrity, character, discovery, and service. It's presented to an undergraduate student who's excelled in their impacts of student life at Washington State University, but more importantly, who also excelled in leading and coaching others. This award is presented annually to a continuing undergraduate student who will be with us for the following academic year. First, to take advantage of the $1,000 scholarship that comes with the award, but also to participate as available in some of the many leadership programs created by Virginia that are still offered today. The scholarship is offered concurrently with the President's Award for Leadership that she developed. It is with absolute great pleasure if you could join me in congratulating, welcoming to the stage, and can I please get a big go Cougs for the 2017 Virginia E. Thomas Endowed Scholarship Chair recipient, Chijoke Emeka. Go Cougs.
One more round of applause, everyone, please. So we're coming to the end of the program tonight. I would like to say, everyone who won an award, we're going to do a group photo up here, so don't leave yet. Come on up, and we're going to do a group photo. I'd like to end on a note, something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. I've been watching quite a bit of Friday Night Lights, and some words from Coach Taylor have been floating around in my mind. And, you know, Coach Taylor is a small-town football coach, Dillon, Texas. Nothing meant more to the kids than winning a football game, being with their best friends, fighting for the goal, fighting for gold. And there's an episode where Coach Taylor says to a struggling teenager who doesn't really know his place in the world and is having trouble figuring out what he wants to do and how he wants to succeed. And Coach Taylor says to him, "It's not about being better. It's not about being the best. It's about striving to be better. It's about striving to be the best." And I think just for me, I'm graduating and I'm going off, and I like to think that I've left a little bit of a legacy at WSU. But for me, It has been about striving to be better and striving to leave a place that you want to see grow and that you've cherished. And it's about having diligence and fortitude and reverence towards your fellow people, towards your fellow Cougs, and to always having that mentality of working together and striving to make WSU the best it could be. Can we please give a round of applause to all the student workers who have worked here tonight, making food, operating the technology. A big thank you again to the Scholzes for being here and for speaking and for offering some wisdom about leadership. Round of applause to the Scholzes, please. And to all the honorees, organizations, and advisors, your engagement and service within the WSU community speaks loudly about who you are and about the friends you now have in this group. Thank you all very much. Continue to lead on and go Cougs.